I've never had fry bread.
Ooh, this is ringing.
Even our kids had fry bread.
Bro, one thing about food and culture, it follows you.
Yes.
Like, I don't care where you at on your timeline of life, bro. Like, when you are around the people that have been raising you and they come from a story and a history, that food follows down the that don't go nowhere.
Yeah. Ooh.
When the food don't add up to who you are, then it's give it a red flag.
Like, that's basic. Like, even our children have had fried bread.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
What's your name?
Skip.
My name is Stacy.
Why you squeeze to aqua spoos. Hi, my name is Warmheart. My government name is Jocelyn.
Did you grow up in a native culture?
Absolutely. I'm representative of Nez Perce tribe.
Most of my family is from the reservation in Oklahoma, the Cherokee Nation tribe. I used to go to Oklahoma every summer just to be with my family.
I'm a citizen of the Colville tribe.
You know what you're doing today?
Yeah, I'm guessing who's native and who's not, so we'll really see if I'm good at it.
Do people ever...
All right.
I think this is a good topic to begin with because a lot of times, because we talk about, you know, what we talk about on the channel a lot.
Yeah.
People often ask us, what do we think about black people who say that they are natives? And I feel like when you don't know a people's history, you don't know them. There are black natives, and the reason for that is because a lot of enslaved Africans took refuge with Native Americans, and Native Americans had slaves also.
Yep.
Of course. And also another thing, my great-grandmother was married to a man who was part native. Now again, he passed away before like my teenage years. He passed away when I was like 6 or something like that. I was very close to him, but because I was so young, I didn't really, you know, understand all of the history. I just looked at that was my grandfather. I didn't even know he was my step grandfather at that time, you know. But I remember he always had this I don't know if it was his dad or somebody, but it was a Native American man in the living room.
Like a photo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's good. He had a photo up. That's good stuff. Though.
Yes, but I mean, as far as I know,
I don't think as kids we think twice about images like on the walls. You know what I'm saying? We just see it and be like, oh, nice. It's a portrait.
Yeah, but back then we would look at them like, oh, that's the Indian. You know, that's before we understood some people didn't like to be called Indians.
Yeah.
So that's how we feel about that.
Okay.
Assume that you're native.
No. A lot of people assume that I'm just like black, but I'm a mixture of a whole bunch of things.
What do people assume about him?
I've gotten Mexican, Asian,
Islander. You're Blasian. You're Blexican. Never native.
How are you going to guess today?
You know, I'm gonna ask some questions. Made you take off your hat. You know, you gotta see the hair too. You know, you gotta see the follicles.
Coke or Pepsi.
What do you mean Coke and Pepsi?
It's important. Like, are you a Coke or are you a Pepsi native? You know, you can be a Coke native. That's fine. But me and mine, we're Pepsi natives.
All right, let's bring the line in.
Come on.
They like Pepsi?
I guess so.
I low-key already can tell, but we'll wait.
Give me the person you think is most likely Native American.
Her at the end, him right next to her.
You. And you too.
You got the shortcut. That's giving me a little bit tomahawk. All right, visual read. Let's see. Let's get to 360. The tats in the head. I love that. Any like meaning towards those?
I like bats.
Okay.
Can you take off your glasses for me?
Sure.
Your eyes, like they show power, basically. And to me, it just gives like you're Native American.
How you feel about the show Res Dogs?
It's a great show.
Great show?
Yeah, I like how they use all indigenous actors.
For sure. I love how you didn't use the word Indian.
So is it like one out the group or is it some out of the group?
I don't know.
This is a hard one. Because if he's gambling out of one, then Because they all some of them also pick 2. You know, so it's like a little difficult one here. Okay.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 5 siblings.
Gotta know.
Yeah, okay, that's a lot. I have 7. But I also know a lot of like other cultures that have big families, so I can't just be like, oh, you got a big family, must be native.
You definitely have a native tone when you speak. You know, it's a little dialect that we have, you know? I'll give you native.
You're native.
I think you are because your eyes just screams Native American to me. So
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Hi. Your outfit, it's giving, I love the outdoors.
All right,
Yeah, it
360 real quick. Take off the hat real quick. I gotta peep the hairline. Natives, it's really hard for us to lose hair.
You what?
Shaving our head is like a choice. So that one is a red flag.
he has a lot of Native American features, like the eyes, the jaw, and also his ears too. I'm gonna say, yeah, you are Native American.
How do you feel about powwows? Have you been?
I have been. I think that I want to know more.
Not Native American, but big ally vibes. You shouldn't have questions about powwows. You should be loving powwows. Like powwows are the things that differentiate us from other ethnic groups because we all come together. Salish, Plains, everybody comes together for powwows.
Not native.
Why is that?
Honestly, you were a little like coming next to me, and usually I feel like anytime I have an interaction with another native person, like, hey, hello.
Hello?
So she got a point there when it comes to like posture. I think that does gives it away.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It depending on the family tree though, like how far back we're talking about, because some things does carry over you where you just change up completely.
Right.
And then the other, I think it was a gentleman or I think she was talking. The last person that was speaking before the guy in the outing outfit, right? They was talking about culture, the powwow, right? You got to understand your culture. You got to have knowledge of oneself.
But what if, we know a lot of things have happened with Native Americans who have gotten, stripped from their families. What if he just wasn't raised with them? I mean,
Maybe he wasn't raised with
beyond
them, nor
features.
was he knowledgeable of or educated on it as well.
right.
So I feel like with him, then there would have to be some level of DNA that would have to say whether he is or isn't.
Right. So for sure, the 3 people who are interviewing people are natives.
Facts. Yeah.
Hello? Shoes with the skirt, big res girl vibes.
Gorgeous hair. You're definitely something. I sound like all people are like, what are you?
You do have Native American features too.
Like what kind of features would you say are native?
I'm playing it safe right now.
Probably the cheekbones. That's the only thing.
Cheekbones, yay.
Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, I don't drink soft drink.
Okay, see right there. Like all natives have an answer to at least Coke or Pepsi. Like, I don't drink soft drinks anymore, but Pepsi.
How do you feel about powwows?
I have never been.
Never been to a powwow. How you feel about fry bread?
I've never had fry bread.
Ooh, this is ringing.
Even our kids had fry bread.
Bro, one thing about food and culture, it follows you.
Yes.
Like, I don't care where you at on your timeline of life, bro. Like, when you are around the people that have been raising you and they come from a story and a history, that food follows down the that don't go nowhere.
Yeah. Ooh.
When the food don't add up to who you are, then it's giving a red flag.
Like, that's basic. Like, even our children have had fried bread.
It's like asking a black person, like, do you like fried chicken? Now, everybody like fried chicken. Some people are turning vegan. Some people are vegan. But they will have something to say about the chicken.
Right,
They will know about it, at least.
You grew up with...
Siblings are, I'm just saying, culture follows with food, bro.
Exactly. Look at our culture. All the way up there in the north. Okay?
Food don't
Nobody is a gatekeeper of our culture's food like people up north. They make sure they connect it, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Ears are ringing.
Not native.
Yeah, not native. Not having fry bread and not being at a powwow, that is crazy talk.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You have beaded earrings on. I mean, like, I know that they sell them in Target and things like that now.
Yeah, the features.
But I feel like not a lot of people are gravitated to them.
I did not get them from Target.
I know, I can tell.
Okay.
Let's see. baby hairs there.
The baby hair. Okay.
People always talk about the baby hairs. You know, it's a common thing. Black people, of course, you know, put it out of proportion because of Cherokee and stuff like that. They be like, check the baby hairs. You know, that's that Cherokee. Just having that hair and embracing that hair and stuff like that.
When you go to visit family, where do you go?
All my family's in Seattle.
A lot of Native Americans are from like Oklahoma, New Mexico, Montana.
So what are your thoughts on powwows?
Got a
I
point.
love powwows, but I don't go to enough.
I believe you're Native.
Why do
Thanks
you
to the
think I'm
Coca
Native?
Pepsi.
Because I have a lot of gorgeous Afro-Indigenous friends, and based off of, just your body language, how you came in, eye contact.
Big Native. For you to say the line of, I love powwows, but I just don't go to enough, that's me all summer. Like, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Hello.
You have the same cheekbones as my uncle, and the same eyebrows
Yes.
as my brother.
Have you ever been hunting?
What you call that?
I know what you're talking
The
about.
middle, like he got that.
That's a sharp look. It's a
Yeah.
real sharp look. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like, and it
like-
comes with the eyes too, like that fierce look in the eyes.
Yeah, it reminds me of like when we learned about Geronimo. Like, you know, those pictures, like, you know, the little that they teach you in school. He got that look, that distinctive look. Like,
That
this is
eagle-
what they look like. This
that-
is the only thing they
That
look
eagle
like.
eye look.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, he's native.
Okay. Oh, I'll be right.
I mean, I believe in my instincts.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
My dad was supposed to take me when I was younger, but he got too old.
Okay. That's a real just Native American, you know, experience of honoring that. Catch something, bless it, eat it, get that nourishment.
What sports did you play growing up?
Baseball for like a year when I was 8.
Because like a lot of Native Americans play basketball, football, and baseball too.
Have you ever been canoeing?
No,
All right. Yeah, no, not that.
Daddy
How do you
got
feel
old
about
now.
spam?
I love Spam.
Yeah, breakfast, lunch, dinner kind of vibe. Yeah, Native.
Do you have any out-of-state family?
Yeah, in Mexico.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's Native American. He threw Mexico in there, so I'm thinking you could just be Mexican.
Thank you.
Hold up.
Then earlier he said like they're from Mexico, Seattle. What's
New
it, Seattle?
Mexico. He said New Mexico.
New Mexico.
He was
Okay,
just
okay.
talking about the United States, but I mean, the Americas, y'all.
Yeah.
We even have African Americans, like, they took refuge with the Seminoles, and they escaped to Mexico. They're in Mexico. You know, they intermarried and everything.
Yeah.
So, no, like, the Americas, y'all. Not just the United States.
Yeah.
Not just us. Okay? Indigenous people all over.
Ruben.
He said no.
She looks like my cousin.
She's native.
Based off of your forehead and your cheekbones
could be.
and your eyes.
Where's your family from?
I have family that live out of state, but I also have family that lives out of country, too.
Do you like wearing stone jewelry, like turquoise, teal?
I don't have any.
You don't have any? Okay.
Are you a Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Pepsi. And see, Pepsi. Pepsi. That like changes it all.
I'm going to say yes, she is, because of her cheekbones, her eyes, and her overall facial structure.
I'm gonna go with non-native. That's only strictly because most Native women love the teal turquoise jewelry. You at least get it from your grandma, your mom.
I'm going Native, but also you're mixed with something else. Because my cousin's Filipino and Native.
All right. Thank you. How many do you think you got correct?
I hope it's all. I hope I hit 100. 100 for 100.
At least half.
I'll be honest, this is a lot harder than I thought. I came in really cocky, being like, I can do this. I can clock anyone.
Show of hands, who was guessed correctly?
There we go.
Oh, okay.
4 out of 6. I mean, that's pretty decent.
All right, they're gonna come up one at a time and chat with you.
Wow.
So
So I got you right.
You did. You guessed correctly. I am Native.
So what tribe?
Chumash.
Chumash? Okay.
Yeah, California.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with my Native parents, but I did know them after I was 17.
So how did that come about?
Well, I was raised with my parents till I was about 2. Child Protective Services came in, said it wasn't safe, but my parents that adopted me were pretty cool, and we hired an investigator, found my parents.
That's amazing.
So I got to meet my...
I just want to say, that story alone is just going to have you completely disconnected.
Yeah.
That's one of the
That pulled
ways
at me.
that's just like take you completely away from all that you know.
Because I'm always following something, y'all.
She is.
But there's a little girl who got taken away from her family right now, and they're fighting to get her back.
Wow.
It's sad stories.
siblings.
That gives you chills. I love that. My mom was a teenage pregnancy, and I was adopted by my European father. So I grew up very involved, with the European side of the family. So,
do a lot of people recognize you as being a Native American?
I get confused for Mexican or Asian sometimes. Are you Native?
I am.
Okay. What tribe are you?
Cherokee Indian.
Cherokee, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do people think you're Native?
No.
Yeah.
But like if you were to see my grandparents, like my grandmothers and my great grandmother, you would be like, okay, yeah.
Is it your voice that people recognize as Native or your dialect?
No, not usually. In fact, my biological brother, he told me that I sounded whitewashed.
Oh, that's crazy. So he must have been super res.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I mean, I'm not whitewashed and I can hear the dialect.
Go on, back in.
girl, I'm sorry.
I get it all the time.
And no,
so.
I'm just, that's my bad. But
okay.
I would love to know your tribe and, just more about you.
Yeah, my family's Haida, so Alaska Native.
Yeah.
Far north. You close to the Russians. That's what I'm saying. It's the hair. It's
Not
the hair.
getting clocked again for being bald. No, you weren't totally off though. I was raised by a white woman, and I didn't know that my family was Native American.
It's far down the line, like I'm saying.
Well, my grandpa lives on the reservation in Alaska, so it's not too far.
Exactly.
I am relatively new to all of the traditions, so I don't think I have that air about me.
No powwows and no fry bread is crazy. That's insane.
It was, and then my dad got married at a powwow.
That's
wow.
Yeah.
Imagine not going to a powwow, then your pops get married at one.
Literally, and we were dressed up and everything, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I was walking around, got fry bread. That was really good. But people were asking what's your family name, and I couldn't answer them.
Yeah.
So I've done some research on my own now, and that's why I said I'm more interested in learning more about them.
Yeah.
I was talking to my sister.
I like this conversation they're all having because it goes with what we tell you guys all the time to understand your culture and your history.
Right.
Because being in the right place at the right time, you're going to be talked to about certain things that you should know. And if you don't know it, then you have these people around you to help you educate. But it just feels good to know and have that connection. You know?
Yes, definitely. Especially in schools, you're taught so little. You're taught literally barely that.
Smaller. There you go.
You taught that. So, and they teach it in past tense as if these people are just not here anymore.
Man, historic almost, dinosaur fossil type of conversations, so long ago.
So we need more of this.
Nah, real talk.
To keep the conversation going and to show that these people are not ancient.
My boy say Alaska.
Right. And you know
That's
what?
crazy. That's crazy.
You know what? I didn't realize Bass Reeves, the first, what was he? Texas Marshal, U.S. Marshal, one of them. The first Marshal or something. I can't think right now. He escaped to Indian territory. Sorry, guys. I know some of y'all don't like the term Indian, but he escaped to the Native American territory.
Right, and it was a little, it's like protection. You know what I'm saying? A big level of protection.
Yeah. So that's even more history, You got to learn history of people.
Night about how we just have this weird feeling of wanting to respect that part of us that is Native American,
got,
but
like, the
then
same
also knowing that
eyes
we were
almost.
both raised by white women. It's very complicated, and I don't know how to feel about it.
No, I get it. I just want you to know, like, respecting and understanding, like, that you have privilege is all you can do, but you are indigenous and, like, practicing your culture and, like, to make me emotional, but you are valid in that and knowing that
Wow.
you deserve to have those spaces as anybody in their culture deserves to have those. So, congratulations on getting to reconnect as we all are. Of course.
The pull between privilege and knowing who you are.
Hello again.
Hey.
So, I'm not Native. No.
Wait, did I guess that she was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, do you take it back now?
I mean, yeah, because I was on the edge of
Yeah.
saying you were Latina. Was I right about that? Or was I wrong?
No. No, I'm half Japanese, half Persian.
Ooh, dang.
But-
that had to be love because you just don't even hear that combination.
No, not
wow.
really, but my dad is from Okinawa, which is like the southernmost like islands, and it's kind of like the Hawaii of Japan. We're different from mainland. We have our own language, our culture, but it's kind of being destroyed. I think I resonate a lot with like Native American populations
Absolutely.
and indigenous peoples. I'm really grateful for living in the U.S. now and seeing like Native people being so like powerful in their message. Because I think in Okinawa, like the younger generation, I think we're kind of struggling to have that pride in our culture and like to keep it going.
No, I resonate with the younger generations thing because as a kid, I definitely didn't pride
Like,
myself.
y'all gotta understand something. What do y'all think the generation goes, or who do they run to when they can't be like when they can't identify with their own culture? What do you think they go? They piggyback off of someone else's culture,
What you mean by that?
meaning that they don't have identity within themselves, and they go
Oh.
be more like this because they're more in this realm of knowing this better than knowing themselves and who they come, where they come from. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Like when a lost generation comes up, and then they don't have no story behind who they are, they branch out into the world and just to be or do whatever it is they find fit and suitable.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that because I just read a post this morning, and it was like, it was about our black culture. Okay, y'all, we are who we are. Okay, so when we're reacting to stuff, we always, find relatable instances, right? So the post read that before our culture was negatively known for wearing bonnets in public, violence in the music and things like that, we had a culture, African Americans had a culture of dressing, and it showed like an old picture of like our people in like the 60s and how they were very, dressed, well put together every time they stepped outside. And I just know, watching historical movies and documentaries all the time and seeing that was true. And how can we get that back?
Yeah.
I don't know why I went into that, but
Basically, because, what I just said, like, when a generation is slowly being born, and then they start to lose the storyline of who they are, they start to branch out into what fits the society today. They can't go back to how things was, you know what I'm saying? And it's difficult to go back to it because they don't have no teaching of it. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense for everybody?
yeah, but that's why you gotta go back into the past and continue that and evolve what your people already did.
Yeah. I don't think the babies would be that angry if they could identify.
Yeah.
They'll be more confident
Yeah, so they're struggling to find identity.
and fit in.
Yeah, when your identity is just already there, you just gotta go back and learn your history.
That's it. Yeah.
My culture, I feel like I don't see that anymore in these younger generations. I see these younger generations. No, I resonate with the younger generations thing because as a kid, I definitely didn't pride myself in my culture. I feel like I don't see that anymore in these younger generations. I see these younger generations being very proud to be indigenous. I'm excited for you, and I think that those generations will change, and as it did for us.
Yeah, you are wrong. I am Native.
What tribe are you?
He told her she wasn't.
Also Alaskan Native.
Yes, we love our Alaskan Native baddies.
Yeah, I grew up in a Native family. My mom lived on a reservation. My grandmother grew up on the reservation back in Janu.
Do people recognize you as Native?
Only if they see I'm wearing beaded earrings.
Exactly.
Tattoos. So of course people think I'm
The
black,
similar
which I
tats.
am. But I'm,
Same.
I'm
Wow.
mixed. Okay, you're black.
I'm half black. People don't be guessing that.
The reason why I don't visit family is we have a few family members in Alaska, but I don't really like Alaska.
Why it's cold?
It's cold. I lived there when I was younger. There's a picture of me this deep in snow when I was 1 year old, and so I was like, I don't like that.
So you don't do any of the traditions or?
Oh yeah, I have always done traditions and powwows, and when my grandmother died, her family and friends came from Juneau to Seattle and did like chants, and they did native dance, native drumming. So I've always been exposed, but
it's earlier when she was saying that her family is in Seattle.
Yeah.
Seattle's, right there. When you think about Alaska and where Seattle is, it makes sense that her family is in Seattle.
Yeah, shouldn't have been too far. I mean, it's just like mine. I have like on the map. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you where, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Left and right sides.
Yeah. So I feel like because I feel like Cherokee is like, a big tribe, and that's what a lot of people know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like maybe he was just thinking of the United States. He wasn't thinking of up north.
They call them all off guard.
Yeah, I think they was just thinking United States, and maybe they thought that the people in the lineup was just in the United States. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
I didn't get my rich culture until I was an adult.
I can relate to that because I didn't get my culture until when I was 17, 18.
Once I started really getting to know who I was and really researching and understanding my culture, I was like, I am native.
That's right.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
You too.
Okay, I'm very curious. Do tell.
I'm Hispanic.
Okay.
What are you?
Mexican.
Okay. I mean, obviously that's indigenous.
My mom is partially Mayan.
See? Technically, Mexico is California, Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona. They are indigenous.
Do people mistake you for Native American?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
They say it's my hair or my cheekbones, my eyes.
What about your pops? The same?
Nah, he was born in Washington.
Okay. People are Mexican and native, but he's still indigenous, for sure.
He got a good point with that, though.
That's what I was going to ask him, yeah. I mean, not ask him, but ask, do Mexicans not, native... Okay, Lord, how do you even say this?
I know, it's getting deep. It's getting deep.
When you talk about, the Tainos and... I don't know the other tribes.
I watched a movie like that.
Yeah.
You would have thought he was Mexican, but he wasn't. I seen
indigenous
few
Mexicans.
movies like that. I guess that's what
Y'all
learning.
Don't say
We're learning.
Native Americans?
We're learning. We getting it in? Is it downloaded?
Help us. 'Cause he got the look, for real.
It's
he got
very
it.
bro.
That's some strong features.
I watched this movie where this gentleman was watching this guy with this power that he got from the natives, but he kept it and he never gave it back, and he used it to heal people, but he was using it in a robbery way. He was taking their money, and whenever he would do it, he would take their pain and he would feel it, and then he would get comfortable after it was gone.
That sounds like Colin.
But I know it's a crazy movie. I'll be on that. And then what ended up happening was the native was like, we have to get it back from him before he do more harm than good with it, because it's not for him. It's for our people. And we had it cherished at one point, and we use it in our culture at one point.
Sound like the land.
Yeah.
Sound like the land.
It was a healing mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets deep.
Sure.
Yeah. You were the one I was 100% positive Native American.
Let's see.
That's really interesting because growing up, I never got clocked as Native American. It was always oh, you look Latina or you're Filipina. So I'm a Assiniboine from Fort Peck, which is in Montana.
Yeah, okay.
My clans are Canoe Paddler and Red Bottom. That's on my mom's side. And my dad's side, he's Vietnamese. And so my grandparents immigrated here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, this is so interesting.
No earrings, no jewelry, no...
No, I got jewelry, but it's not turquoise.
I said stones, no nothing.
No, it's all beaded.
Oh, you should say beat it.
Are there any traditions that you celebrate?
We have this lottery where we get to shoot a bison. I got to do it this year, and I learned a lot about how the bison in our culture and in our tribe are our relatives, because bison, when another person in their herd is hurt or it's sick, they will always go around and protect them and take care of them. So that's kind of translates into my family, where it's if someone's sick, if someone's hurting, then we're always going to be surrounding them, because a community and family is really important.
That's really interesting.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you did it.
I did it.
What was the highlight?
Just learning about everyone's different cultures and backgrounds.
As much as I pride myself in being able to see indigenous people, at the end of the day, we are everywhere, and it's important to ask about that and acknowledge where people are coming from, what land you're on.
As all these people just randomly met me today, they know I'm locked in for life. You know, you see me on the street, say what's up, because Native people got to stick together. We did this thing.
Highly recommend these two games.
Energy.
Keep it 100.
I like his energy. All of them did really good, by the way. Yeah, as you can see, it's deeper than just states.
Yeah.
It's deeper than just coming from out the nice house or the corner store. Like, people really have a story, you know what I'm saying? A root about them that needs to be reconnected with everyone else's.
Right, definitely. I like this.
It was
This
dope.
highlighted Native American culture. And y'all know we have been learning. You know, you got to remain students of life.
Got to. Oh, yeah.
All right, so this is a really good video. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.